What's up guys, in this video I want to show you how to import Excel data into Google Earth Pro. Before we open the Google Earth Pro application, let's first of all explore the data that we want to import or we want to display in Google Earth. So I have this Excel sheet that contains the station of the point, and then also the same station contains the easting and the northing values. So the Google Earth Pro is going to use this easting and northing values to plot the points of these stations. So, and before we can think of importing the data into Google Earth Pro, we first of all need to convert. You can see that it is in a Excel sheet. We need to convert this data into CSV. So CSV is the only way, or is the among the few data format that Google Earth Pro can actually read. So in order to convert this, just click on this file and then click on save as, so that you can have a copy. Navigate to the place that you want to save your data in Excel in CSV, and then under save as type, that's where we choose the CSV format. So you need to find out where the CSV comma delimited is. So it's here, so click on it and then click the save button, and now you can see that the name of the coordinates has the extension of CSV. So that's fine. We can now close down the data. So we are going to import this data in CSV format into the Google Earth Pro. Now we can go ahead now to open up the Google Earth Pro application so that you can proceed with importing the data. Now in Google Earth Pro, when it's open, there are these tabs up here. You need to choose file, then under file tab there is this import. So you click on import and then navigate to the place where your file is located. So mine is here. We say that we're importing the CSV points. So if you're not seeing your CSV, you need now to change the type here. Click on this button and then scroll down to the bottom and then choose all files, and now it should be able now to display your file, your CSV file. So now click on the CSV file and then click open. It's going to open up this data import wizard, and then on the file type it's going to choose delimited. Leave it as delimited, and if it is under fixed width, choose make sure that you choose delimited. Then so under delimited, now choose comma. We have different separate methods. You have space, you have tabs, but for our case, our data is CSV, which means comma separated CSV comma separated values. So choose comma, and then at the bottom is going to display the preview of your data. So if you feel that the preview is quite different from the way your data looks, just cancel and then go back to checking your data again. So at this point we click next, and then at this point select latitude longitude values. So we all know, let me open this data again. So if we double click on CSV, you can see now we say that we have station, easting and northing, and we all know that easting is the longitude and northing is the latitude. So let me minimize that. Then so specify the latitude as latitude is the northing, and then longitude you say is the easting. So longitude is the same as latitude, and easting is the same as longitude, so you should be able to know that. And then click next. So under so on this wizard, we are going to specify the data type of the values that you have in the Excel. So number one is station. We're going to leave them as string, and then the easting have got decimal places, so we're leaving them as floating points. Make sure that I choose the floating points, but if you have yours in integers, you can now choose integers. And again, it's going to show you the preview of the data set. So at this point, now we click finish, and it's going to ask you to do you want to apply the style template. So we click yes, and then so we are going to create a style, so that so let's click OK, and at this point now it's going to display the style template settings. So the first tab, the selected first tab is name. So you're going to choose the name that is going to be displayed on the points. So the moment the points are going to be plotted, they should have the names, their own names, or the unique names for each point. So for this case, we have the station, because the station, if I open this, the station field specifies the each unique point. So we're going to choose station, and then under the color tab, we're going to specify the color. So if you want to select to set color from the field, you can choose that. Use single color. So at this point, you can choose single color for all the points, and then use random colors. So it means that each point is going to have its unique color. But for this tutorial, I'm going to choose single color for all the points, and I'm going to choose let's say red. I'm going to choose so the points are going to have color red, all of them. So okay, and then the icon. So under this point, set use icon for all features. So we are going to select station. Okay, let's choose this height. We don't have elevation, so we don't need to specify anything at this point. So click OK, and then here you're going to actually set. So it's going to save this template, so that whenever you open or you want to create a point, or you want to import points using different data set, you don't need also to go through the same process. You can actually import the same template, so that you can actually apply the same template for your new points. So click save, click yes. So you can see it's actually zooming to the location of those points, but unfortunately you can see that the points are not being displayed, and that's because you can, on the left hand side, you can see that our points have not been selected. So you check that, and you can see that now the points have been displayed. So you can see the points are now in yellow, and then the names are in white color. So we can actually change that. We can do, if you are not happy with that, we can also change the type of the you can see we have pin push for the points. You can change that. Just right click on the point and then go to properties, and then go to coordinates, properties, and then style and color. So for the first time, it's going to, if you go to style and color, it's going to tell you this. So you click share style, and then so it's going to open up this type of dialog window. So the first thing under the name, on the extreme right, you will see that it's now changing the point style. So you want to change that and choose something like, let's say you want this green blue balloon, and then yes, that's click OK. So you want the green balloon, and then labels. So you can change the color of the labels and say something like yellow, or let's say you want the pink color for the labels. So if you click on that, you can see that the labels, the color of the labels have been changed to purple or something. Is this, I think, pink. So let's say that you want to make some changes on a particular point. So a specific point, you want now to highlight it and make it stand out. So you can click on these point coordinates, your data, like that, and say, let's say you want this one, you want to change this one. So the moment you click on the link, it's going to highlight or show the location of that icon. And let's say right click and then go to properties. For this case, let's say you want to change you want to change that to say something like parking, and then click OK, and then go to style, and then let's say you want to change the label color to blue. So click OK and click OK again. So you can see that we have changed the appearance of that point, and that's the way you can actually import points and actually do some labeling on each and every point as you wish. So that's the end of this tutorial. See you in the next one.